Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you have seen my other video, you know exactly what this video is about. We're tackling them. We're gonna do it. Today, it is way too fucking late. As far as my deadline that I've ridiculously set for myself, we are severely behind. And if you've seen the last video, you know I finally got through all of ACOTAR. That is all done. And I'm glad that I did it that way. But now I have to get through the first two books in Crescent City so that I can get the third book whenever it comes out. It's the 28th. So this is really gonna be like a race to the finish line here. Let me just crack this. This is a horrible idea for me. It is like 4:30, and if I drink this, I probably will not go to sleep tonight. My stomach's already fucked today, so like what's a little bit more? But we're gonna do it anyway because homegirl got a rally. I gotta get through this book. I mean, I should try and get it done today. But, I don't know. These books, man, they are thick as fuck. So, I have actually started House of Earth and Blood, but I am literally on page 13. So, that doesn't really mean anything. I know everyone says that the first book especially, like halfway through is whenever you finally start to understand what the hell is going on. And definitely within the first few pages, like a lot of information is thrown at you about this city. So I'm just going to try and digest everything like as slow as I need to, even though I am like kind of on a harsh deadline for myself. So far it seems really interesting though. What I would like to do is I'm just going to make this video about these first two books. And if I get finished before the 30th, great. I will probably still just end it there. Maybe I will take you guys along with me to go get the third book or try and track one down, but I will probably just make like a whole separate video about the third book. Things didn't happen how I wanted them to with ACOTAR, with how fast I got through that. So who knows when I'm gonna finish this. It's gonna be great. It'll be great. So the update is that it's the next day and we ended up having to take the dogs to the vet this morning and we were there for like 6 hours. So yesterday I was able to read quite a bit, but I got to page 333 yesterday on the first book still. And tomorrow the third book comes out. And I've also had to work like since getting home and I got no sleep last night, so we're not doing so great. I'm gonna read some more tonight. It's 7:26, so we'll just see how far I get. And I don't know, tomorrow I have to go get my hair done and fix like how far that has grown out. You know what, we'll just see. Maybe I'll like power through the rest of this book somehow. We'll just see how it goes. Okay, it's the 30th. Still on the first book. But I'm really close to finishing it. I am currently on page 651. So I have like 150 pages left and I will definitely get through that whenever I get back home. I had to go get my hair done this morning and then I had to go out to lunch. And now I'm at Joann's to pick up an order for one of my friends because I'm making her a reading journal. So if you've seen my video about the reading journal that I made myself, she wants one just like that. So I'm getting more supplies to make her one. And yeah, so I gotta go and pick those up. And then I'm going to go home and I'm not feeling the best either. I'm debating going to Barnes & Noble. So here's the thing. I have been looking everywhere and no one has the Barnes & Noble special edition. Like this is the special edition. I don't want like the hardcover of Crescent City 3 because it's not gonna match these and I want it to match these. So I don't know if I have to wait for that to come out or what. I thought it would have came out like on the release day, but maybe I'm wrong about that. So I might have to read it on Kindle. Oh, this is a mess. So yeah, I'm kind of just disappointed in how this all turned out, but I'm still gonna finish. I'm still gonna finish the first two books and then go into the third one. It's just, it's not like timing wise where I wanted it all to be, you know. I might need to take a nap. I'm so tired. And my contact keeps trying to flip out. I think I have it in wrong. It's also very much a red face day. It's not showing up a whole lot right now, but earlier my face was bright red, and I hate going anywhere whenever my face is bright red. It's just like, is so embarrassing. I just get so self-conscious about my red face, and it's really frustrating. Anywho, I'm gonna go into Joann's, and I don't know, I'm gonna keep looking online and see if anyone mentions like the special edition, but I just know it's not in the Barnes & Noble locations. Girl, I look atrocious right now. Don't you think so? So here's what I discovered after getting back home, after Joann's trip and all of that. I Googled it. The special editions do come out later on. Same thing with paperbacks. I guess I'm not familiar with this side because normally I don't like pre-order things or get books right whenever they get out. Usually I'm like late to the books, you know, like they're already usually established, whatever. So I have to wait for the paperback. I feel like I said that weird. The paperback to come out, and then the special edition of Barnes & Noble to come out. So I don't know when that's going to be. So I will have to read the third book probably on Kindle, which kind of sucks because then I'm just like double paying. But yeah. Where I'm at right now in this book, I forgot to mention this earlier. I am actually furious with every character in this book right now. I liked the main character all the way up until a certain scene, like a certain couple of scenes, and something went down and things got twisty-turny and things happened. Towards the end, I'm just not in like an I'm mad and this book is gonna get like a lower star rating. It's just like, I'm furious that these characters are doing these things, and I'm so wrapped up in the story now, even though I am still confused about not just like the politics, but like the hierarchy of this world and how that works. And it's just so weird because I don't know why Sarah J Maas did this, where it's like right out of the gate, she tries to like explain the hierarchy of the politicians and everything from like top down, the entire aspect, like all the branches, all of the like the cities, the governors, archangels, the Senate, like the Asteri, I think it's the Asteri, which are like the top. It's just none of that, like the actual, like all of that combined has been needed to be explained so far. Captain's gonna get a drink, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. None of that has been needed to like be explained. And I'm just confused why it was like all thrown into the front of this book, because it felt like something that either A, didn't need to be there, or B, could have been spread out so that it was way easier to understand as the story like unfolds. So I'm in the last 150 pages. I am gonna knock this one out and then go ahead and start the second book. And I guess gonna go ahead and order it off Kindle. I really wish I could just like borrow it from the library, but I mean, obviously that's not gonna happen. There is one ebook from my library and there are 123 people ahead of me. So there's no point in me trying to do that. Like, that's gonna take forever to get to. Also, why is there a limit on ebooks and how many times they're like lent out to people for a library? It's an ebook. Like, how? It literally makes no sense. But whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna read this and finish it, and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to the second book. Okay? Okay. things have just happened. I have like just about 50 pages left. I feel like I just ran a marathon or something. Like, longest, like 150 pages that I have ever read, but like not in a bad way. We are fresh out of the shower. Hair is very much still wet. And there's cardboard in the chair. Don't mind that. I have to make a reading journal for my friend and I need the cardboard. Anyway. What we're here for. I finished them. Just the first two. I didn't get to the third one. It is currently February 6th. So we did not hit our goal here. Yeah, so that sucks. I think the day that Crescent City 3 came out, at that point, I was well aware that I was not going to be finishing the books. And since then, I just kind of been taking my time because I knew I wasn't going to reach the goal. So it's like, why rush through it? Also, these books you just can't rush through them. There's so much that Sarah J Maas puts in these books that you just have to like read at your pace. You have to like be able to digest everything that's happening and then like try to put the clues together. And you're fucking kidding me about the ending of the second book? Listen, Miss Sarah, she really, just with all of her books, she kicks your teeth in and you come back begging for more. But if you've read these books, you understand, and that like is a very accurate description of how it feels to read her books. It just is. There's like nothing I can say about the second book without ruining things for you for the first. Like, so many things happened in this book. And the ending, you really got me fucked up, Sarah. So we've already been through this. Like, the special edition of the third book isn't going to come out for a while until they at least come out with paperbacks. Which I don't know when that's going to be. Who knows? Originally, I thought, well, I only want the special editions, so like I'm not going to buy the regular, like the hardbacks. But I'm going to need to go back and annotate these for a reread anyway. So it's almost like, what you thinking here, Miss Girl? Because I'm going to have to buy the series regardless. God. Anyway, that is to say, I was on such a high from finishing the second book, House of Sky and Breath, that immediately last night I bought the third one on Kindle. So now I'm gonna fucking have it everywhere. It's not wasting my money though, because I will read them everywhere. Happily. I would literally just sell my soul to read Sarah's grocery list. That's just it. Literally anything that she writes, I will always be reading it. She just is incredible. Like, how do you think about all of these things and plant these little tiny, like, just like a sentence here and there? And it just like blows your mind whenever she puts these things together and everything connects, and then you're just like, anyway, so yeah, I'm really late on my videos coming out. We can thank my fantasy slump that happened in between like all the ACOTAR books and like getting into these. So that fucking sucks because I started this year wanting to do 2 videos a week, which is very, very ambitious. And I know some weeks like I'm not gonna be able to do it, but like that is my goal. I want to be able to put out 2 videos per week. And with this little, I would call it a mini slump. Like I don't feel like it's a full-on slump because I think it was mainly just because I was reading so many fantasy books. With how much I get into Sarah J Maas's books and I'm like trying to read into every single detail, it takes a lot of like my brain power and a lot of my focus. And they're not easy reads. I love reading them, but they're not easy reads. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's kind of why I'm a little bit behind. However, I have many videos planned for February that are not fantasy. Obviously, because it's February, you know? You can probably guess what books I want to read. Because of that, and because I've had that little bit of a slump with fantasy, I'm going to take a fantasy break. I know, I was so excited for CC3 to come out, and here we are. I'm going to take a little fantasy break. Not for super long. I think I just need to read a couple of different types of books and then get back into fantasy. I think it'll just help like my brain settle and something not so high stakes. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I will have a like solo reading vlog video with me going into the third book of Crescent City. It's just not going to be right now. It is going to happen soon. And I'm hoping that I get to it in February. I don't think that I would have a problem doing that with all the other videos that I have planned, but that's kind of the plan. Okay, so stay with me here. That is the end of today's video. This long time coming Sarah J Maas binge reading session. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. I am trying to grow this channel and every subscriber just makes me really happy, and I just really appreciate all the ones that have subscribed. If you have read these books, let me know down below. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.